Okay, y'all are probably wondering, what am I doing? Well, I have got some chicken quarters here that I got from a local grocery place. And I got these because when I went and shopped the chicken, we'd been buying chicken thighs and bone-in chicken thighs because they taste really good, we like them. And we've noticed that our store has figured out that people are buying lots and lots of chicken thighs because they're cheaper. Well, I say they figured it out because when I went back this last time, the chicken thighs were actually as more expensive than the chicken breasts per pound. And so we were like, okay, so that's not right. And they didn't offer the bone-in option either. They were all completely boneless, and they were like 30-40 cents more per pound than what the chicken breasts were. Well, I didn't really want the chicken breasts either because they were over I can't remember exact price, but they were all over $3 something per pound. And I was like, man, we were paying a little over $2 per pound there for a while. So I was just kind of looking around trying to figure out what to do. And I saw this bag of pretty, I don't know what the right word to say it is, just generic chicken quarters. And I say generic, I mean more like just about as raw as like somebody, they just cut them off, put them in a bag. And they were 57 cents a pound. So I bought 2 bags of them. So I bought 20 pounds of chicken because they were 10 pounds a bag for like 10 bucks, a little over $10. So I was like, okay, so we're gonna start eating some chicken quarters here because they were super, super, super cheap. So we're gonna get started here. They've been refrigerated, but we're gonna let them warm up a little bit. But the first thing we're gonna do is we need to go ahead and put some seasoning on these things. I have taken some paper towels and patted them dry. So we're gonna go ahead and put seasoning on them now. And then after we put the seasoning on them, we're gonna kind of let them come a little bit more to room temperature, maybe 20 minutes or so. And then when they're ready, we're gonna go ahead and take them over here and we're going to start frying them. And when I say frying them, we're really just trying to get the outside kind of crusty, kind of a little hard or whatever, because then we're gonna finish them off in the oven. I've already got the oven on, and I'm gonna get the stove warmed up, the stove top warmed up when we get ready to do these. So let's start out getting these things seasoned. We're just gonna be kind of little, we're using a thing called Greek seasoning. That's what I'm using today. I like the flavor of it. So we're gonna use that, and just that and salt and pepper. That's all we're gonna put on it. And we're gonna be a little bit liberal, so we'll see how that goes. And here we go. Already looking better. I love the smell of this stuff too. Oh, there's a fly in my kitchen. Driving me crazy. Try to get as much on there as you can on the sides and everything. That wasn't very good. I'm not very skilled at that part. Take as much on there as I can. Now let me go get some salt on there. And I know I am being a little liberal with the seasoning. I have a tendency of when I season stuff, I don't season it enough. So I want to make sure it is seasoned. Now I'm going to go ahead and pat it on there a little bit, make sure it sticks. And I'm going to turn it over and season the other side. I'm going to wash my hands because I wasn't going to use this hand touching chicken. I got to wash it real quick. Oops, right there. Take the salt again. To the pepper, and I haven't touched the chicken really yet, so this is okay. Yum. All right, and then I'm gonna let those warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get started on getting them fried. Got it kind of on medium-high heat. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here with my butter because I like the butter, but the olive oil will actually help raise the temperature, the burning point of the temperature for the oil and the butter together. I think you understood what I said. Let's get this thing hot and ready to go. And as big as these quarters are, I'm only going to be able to do one at a time, unfortunately. I did not expect them to be that big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them into, we're going to put them in this thing before we stick them in the oven. When we lay it in, we're going to lay it in top side down, the outside of the leg down. There we go. That's the sound I wanted to hear. Let's see if I can get both of them in there. I don't know that I can, but we're going to try. Well, I think that'll be okay. Well, we're going to let those cook for a little bit, get the outside kind of crispy, and go from there. All right, Mama Cita just got home. I'm moving it around a little bit because I don't think my pan is level. I'm just curious. A little bit longer. Those things are huge. These quarters are absolutely huge. It smells really good. I can just tell you that. It does smell really good. Smells absolutely fantastic. I think generally it's only like about 3 minutes on each side, but because I kind of crowded the pan a little too much, maybe didn't have it hot enough, probably gonna cook it about 4 to 5 minutes. I just want to make sure it's crispy enough on the outside before I try to put it in the oven. Let's check this one more time. Hopefully it'll be ready to kind of turn over. It is hot, by the way. Oh yeah, that looks good. That's more like what I was looking for. Alright. See if I can figure out a way to do this. You can. It's not cooperating too much. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's fantastic. Let's switch places here. 4 minutes, we're going to add a few things and then transfer them. Try to transfer everything that's in here because I really want, that's the thing about putting too much in here, is I really want the stuff that's in the bottom of the pan too, the little drippings, the crusty parts and stuff like that. And I'm not going to get that because I put too much in there. So when I transfer it, I'm going to try to scrape it out, put it in here with the chicken, and go ahead and add. I'm going to add these first, then I'm going to, I don't know, kind of did it out of order the way I wanted it to. So what I was going to do is I was going to add this with this, and then put the rosemary sprigs on top, and then transfer it to the oven. That's what I would normally do, but honestly, these things at 57 cents a pound, as big as they are, man, I had to get these. I might even go back and get some more here next day or so. It's just a really good price for those. And they are meaty. They're not, as you can tell the fact they don't fit in the pan, they are meaty. So they're a really good deal. Sometimes you just gotta look around for those deals when you're shopping. What I have to do when I'm cooking is I have to be patient, because I am not patient when I'm cooking. I want them to be done now, and which I realize they're not even close to being done because the inside is still pretty probably relatively raw too. So, love of my life, just what back in the room. Just stick your face down here so everybody can see you. Hello.
Smells amazing.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's good. Okay, I want to see what this looks like now. Oh yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do now, since that other side looks pretty good, I'm going to add my chicken broth or my chicken stock to it. And of course, the temperature's going to lower a little bit. I don't know. I think I may try to cook them like this in the oven. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to transfer the chicken to this after they finish cooking. And let's stick these in the oven since the oven's already hot and ready. And we're going to let them cook for a little while. And then we're going to eat some yummy dinner, I hope. So here we go. I say I hope. We're going to eat some yummy dinner. How's that? Transfer. Okay, so I have everything transferred into the oven, and now I'm going to actually probably add a little salt and pepper to it because I know when I added that chicken stock I didn't season it, and I probably need to add a little bit something to that while it's cooking. I don't know, I think that's the right thing to do. Okay, seriously, well, I'm not supposed to do this, but man, if you could smell that, I'm excited. And yes, I know I forgot to take my pizza stone out, but we're not going to touch it. So, getting closer. Yay! My chicken is at temperature. I'm going to pull it out now, and we are going to put it in here, and then I'm going to work on the sauce. Ooh, hot. Don't forget these cast iron pots will be hot. Super hot. You grab me the butter that's in there that looks like it's already been jacked with. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to add a little bit of bourbon. And my wife makes a lot of cakes, so yes, we use this quite often because people like it in their cakes. And you said bring it to a boil?
Bring it to a boil.
Okay, we're going to let this thing boil
and
a
then
little
follow
bit.
the rest of your instructions.
Well, I didn't have any instructions. I'm making this up as I go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we sometimes like to make stuff up as we go, just letting you know. Remember, that sucker's still hot. It was in the oven. How long do you think I'd let it boil? Is that good, or like just let it go?
Just let it go for a second.
Okay.
So you're essentially cooking off the alcohol.
Yeah.
It smells good.
That's
So you're
all-
cooking off the alcohol a little bit, and you want to bring it to a boil because then you want to turn the heat off and just let your butter melt into it.
Yeah.
And it'll kind of emulsify and it won't break on you.
Did you hear that, folks? That's what we're doing. Is that enough butter, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just telling you, this sauce is completely made up right now. I tend to, when I cook, fly by the seat of my pants. Sometimes I'll look at recipes and watch videos and how people like to make stuff, and then I'll say, oh, I bet I can do it this way. And so that's what I like to do because I like to make it my own. And right now, Mama Sita's over here chopping, if y'all want to see. What you chopping there, Mama?
Some green onion tops.
Green onion tops, nice. That's right, we're having green onion sourdough biscuits. Anyway, I do like to cook, but I do tend to fly by the seat of my pants. So, who knows, this may be amazing. We go.
Well, if you want to do heavy cream, you do it now and do your butter last.
Okay, let's do that. So, just gonna throw some heavy cream in there. Let this joker thicken. Nice. All right. We'll stir this around. Let it come back to a boil. Turn it off after it comes back to a boil. So yes, I like to cook. Can make some yummy stuff every once in a while. But Mama Sita's the cook. She can do the stuff. And so, yeah, you'll hear me whenever she's here asking questions so I don't mess something up. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. We're going to stir the butter in. It was Mama Sita's idea to add the bourbon in the heavy cream. I was just going to put butter in it. Now I'm more excited about this. All right, we're going to find out what this thing tastes like. Oh, that's pretty dang good. Oh my goodness, that's good. I'm glad she came home and showed up. Showed me how to do. Let her taste it. Mama Sita says it's good too. Personally want it to cook down a little bit because I want it thicker. And that's got a good flavor. You can taste the seasoning that was on the chicken legs, the chicken quarters. It kind of adds to it. You can taste all that stuff that the chicken cooked in when it was in the pan. And I am excited about this. Good gracious. So what you're missing by watching me is Mama Sita is making our biscuits for us. And this is going to be yummy. It's going to be a good meal. I wasn't expecting to get all this out of it. Thought I was just getting chicken. Mmm.
Alright, so we're going to throw some sourdough green onion biscuits together. I have about a cup of sourdough starter, a cup of bread flour, about a teaspoon of salt, and a 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm gonna throw in my green onions, just right on top, and then a stick of butter that's been grated. Right on top there, we want it nice and cold. And we're just gonna gently fold all this together until it just comes together. We're not kneading, we're just folding, and you just keep folding until you get all of your ingredients incorporated. So like a true cook, the bearded wonder flies by the seat of his pants because he doesn't measure anything, he just throws it in the pan. But there's nothing wrong with that.
As long as it tastes good.
Baking is the only time you have to do that, but if you understand the chemistry of baking and how things work, you can just kind of throw things together. I don't want my butter to melt. I'm gonna roll this out. The pizza stone is
hot. I didn't take it out.
That's fine. I need the oven at 425 though. And then I'll need the pizza stone. Roll these out to about a 1/2 inch. Just so that we get some good thick biscuit. So the trick to biscuits, if you want them to rise, is you cut straight down, don't twist, because that twisting motion is what pinches the dough off, and then it won't let them rise. So if your dough is kind of tacky, just dip your cutter into some flour and it'll keep your dough from sticking to the biscuits. Or your dough from sticking to the cutter, sorry.
Yes. job. Okay, that is just one big old pile of yummy right there. I am excited about this. Oh y'all, this looks and smells so good.
Chicken is moist.
The chicken is super moist. Looks super good. There you go.
You ready?
Yep.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Now have a bite of biscuit with some of that sauce on it.
I had no idea it was going to be that good. I was just hoping I'd have something that you would like. But man, yeah, I think that sauce makes it.
Yeah, it's
Oh
good.
my word.
What-
Try with the biscuit.
Is it good?
Is it good?
Mm.
Biscuits are amazing. Well, y'all, thank you for watching another episode of Everyday Wonder Homestead. Sorry we get to eat in front of you, because we're going to, because this is really good.
I'm not sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm hungry.
You know, like I said, sometimes you got to look for good deals on some of this food stuff when you have to buy it from the store. And I mean, for 57 cents a pound, I'm telling y'all, this was a fantastic get. And it tastes absolutely amazing. This thing is covered in meat. It's so good. Wow.
It's good.
It was awesome. Well, if you would, like and subscribe. If you got any ideas that, or things that you like to do with chicken, stick it down there in the comments. And let us know what your favorite recipes are. And come back and join us on Everyday Wonder Homestead. A whole bunch of more good eating. Good gracious.